Hi, everybody. My name is Energy Expert Tiffany here from Kasamba.com. I'm here doing a live Q&A. This is my first live here with you guys, so I'm so excited. We're going to be looking at our questions today. We're going to see, I'm going to be really diving into more of love and relationships. So if anybody has questions about your partner, anyone around you that you want to get more information on in a romantic perspective, that's going to be our main focus today in this live. But any other questions are welcomed as well. So if you guys want to comment down below your name, your date of birth, your questions, and we're going to get right into the readings now. So we're going to wait for our first question to pop up here. Christina, you're our first question today. So let's see what's coming forward for Christina, guys. Hope all of you guys are having a lovely day. Christina is asking about her relationship with her ex. So let's take a look and see what's coming forward. Will he contact and when? Let's try to get a really good time frame for you, Christina, because we want to see when is he coming back, if so, and what's going to happen. So I'm going to be using my tarot, guys, as well as my energy. So as I look into the tarot, I'll be reading into the energy as well, okay? Okay, Christina, so we do have the Ace of Swords in reverse. It does talk about a lot of confusement. It talks about some chaos. It does talk about the relationship having an inability to be together currently. I know that you're saying that it's been a lot for both of you guys to come together. It's always on and off. I can see that just with the Ace of Swords in reverse. But let's pull out a couple of more cards for you and see what's coming forward. So I'm going to do a 3-card spread for you, and it talks about as well the 10 of Swords alongside the 6 of Pentacles. And with that first card we draw it out, it does talk about there being some really strong exhaustions. I actually do see that the month of June is coming forward really strongly for this relationship, Christina, to come together more magically, more strong, more productive. The 6 of Pentacles talks about a giving and receiving. So instead of the failed attempts before in the past, it's going to be a lot more stronger coming around this time. So the 6 of Pentacles does talk about June. We're ready for our next question for Charles. Let's take a look and see what's coming forward with your relationship. Thank you for your guys' questions. I see them coming in. All right. Let's take a look and see what's coming forward. We have the Justice card is coming forward. We have the Star card alongside the 2 of Wands. Right now, it does look like there is a strong relationship between both of you guys. It does feel like the move is going to be positive. The Justice card talks about there being justice for this move between you and your girlfriend, but I am seeing a lot of decision making anytime within actually last month. So it does talk about February being a time where you guys were making a lot of plans, making a lot of decisions. So anything that you guys may have talked about last month in February or even going into this month is going to be coming to pass when it comes towards the move, which feels really positive. It seems like her energy wants to make that move with you, but I do feel there's a lot of hesitation just due to some personal issues on her end. But thank you for your question. It does look like it's going to be coming to pass soon. Let's get our next question going. I see all of your guys' questions in the chat. Thank you guys for all those questions. I hope all of you guys are doing well. All right, this is our next question. So we're going to be looking into Brian, your relationship with Brian. Let's take a look and see what's happening. Let's see if you guys will ever get a chance to be together again. Will you guys remain friends? And let's see if he's your soulmate. Now, that's a good question. Is he your soulmate? Because he could be a soul connection, but is he a soulmate, twin flame? He could even be a soul contract. But let's take a look and see what Brian is to you. So we have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the World card. So these cards really are representing the way that he cares about you. How Brian does feel about you is super strong and super well connected. His energy does say there's a lot of internal emotions, meaning The Knight of Cups talks about the feelings, the abundance, the knight in shining armor, basically, that he wants to be for you, but he's also fighting to be better for you. So right now he does want to be in that romantic space with you. I'm actually seeing some form of travel that's actually going to cause you guys to be more united and more in the romantic perspective. There's always that fine line between a friendship and a romantic relationship. You guys have constantly went over that line multiple times, but now it's about how to get through that and also how to be consistent in the romantic perspective. I do feel he's your soulmate connection, honestly, which is better, in my opinion, than a twin flame. Sometimes a twin flame can be a bit messy, but it seems like your guys' negative energies are kind of releasing from the past and is only moving forward from this point, which is really positive. Hope I gave you more clarity and hope you enjoyed it. Let's get to our next question. I see all your guys' questions here coming in. Courtney, let's see what's coming forward for you. Thank you for all the information. Let's talk about you and your partner. Is there going to be a baby coming soon? Now, what I'm going to be asking the tarot cards is that if there's going to be any type of growth in your unit for this relationship, a family unit, a connection, because pregnancies are hard to read into, but we'll take a look and see what we can see. Absolutely. These are the best cards you can get, my love. It does talk about there being a strong vibration of love and prosperity and an abundance of new connection. So family unit is definitely coming forward for you, my dear. Let's get to our next question. All right, for Darla. Will the man in my heart ever contact me again? Let's take a look and see where Keith's energy is. We're going to be pulling out 3 tarot cards, taking a look, seeing what's happening. So all of your cards are in reverse, my love. It does talk about there being a little bit of a hold in the relationship. We have the Empress in reverse. We do have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, these cards are talking about the inability, the hassle, the negativity that you've been going through with this relationship with Keith. But you keep going through it. You keep longing for this relationship because you do want this person to be with you, and you feel that strong connection. And honestly, I do see the relationship finding a way back to a consistency. You guys will be up and down. There's going to be communication. It kind of looks like anywhere within the next 4 to 5 weeks. So that's pretty soon. But the communication will be up and down. The relationship won't be true or vibing or in a committed direction until I would say around August or September is what the cards are saying today. So I hope I gave you more clarity. I'm excited for that relationship to come forward. Let's get our next question, guys. You guys as well, just a reminder, you guys are able to contact me if you guys don't get your questions answered here today, or if you guys want to get into a deeper reading, you guys can contact me here at Kasamba. My name is Energy Expert Tiffany. I think there should be a link to my profile somewhere. All right, let's get to our next question. We're looking into your ex, Zach. Let's take a look and see what's coming forward with both of you guys. All right, I'm going to pull out a couple of cards for you guys and take a look and see what's going on with Zach. I know I could tell it's been hard for you because spiritually I'm tapping into the energy. It feels a little bit exhausting. You know, it kind of feels like it's overwhelming with Zach. And to be honest, I can already feel without looking into the tarot that it's more of his energy that's the issue than yours, because you've been doing whatever you can to make the stronger movements, to have true love, to be committed, to be consistent. So let's take a look and see what's coming forward. Well, we have some really good cards here alongside a little bit of hesitation. So we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card talks about Zach's energy being isolated, needing this time to grow as a person, as an energy in their own perspective. That being said, they need time to grow. They need to soul search. They need to find themselves to be better for you, Shannon. But The Wheel of Fortune talks about there being a long-term relationship here. You guys have the ability to be together, or destined to be together, to be honest. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about a good future between both of you guys. There is some heartbreak. There is something you guys have went through that really is causing both of you pain. I think more him than you're realizing. I don't think you really understand too much of what he's going through, but some of it is from your guys' past heartache, pains, and negativity in love in general. For him, love has not been easy. But Shannon, it does talk about the Wheel of Fortune. And sometime within this year, it does talk about there being a reuniting between both of you guys. I would say the cards are trying to tell you October of some time. So stay aware of what that month looks like to you guys. I can see communication before that for sure, but I think you guys will kind of get it right on track this time around in October. I hope I gave you clarity. Let's get to our next question. Thank you guys so much for all the love. I see all of your questions pouring in. We're going to try to get to each and every one of you guys, but keep sending them in. All right, let's take a look and see. This looks like a very toxic relationship. As you're saying, he is toxic. You know that it's a negative perspective, but why? Let's take a look and see why this person keeps coming forward into your life. Why is there a relationship? Why is there a connection? Why does this person keep taunting you, wanting a relationship, but there is a toxic energy there? So I have the World card, which does talk about some form of new beginning, actually. I feel like this person is definitely trying to change, trying to show you their change, trying to show you their love or their prosperity or their abundance, but really not having the ability to at this time, but they're going to. The Three of Wands is talking about how much you both do care for each other. And somewhat also, you both look at the opportunities. Even though you know he's toxic, you still look at what this relationship could offer you in the future, what you may want to look into in the future with this relationship due to him being a changed man. So what you see in this person is their changed self. You're connecting to someone that you aren't seeing in front of you. You're seeing physically the toxic person in your life, but the cards read you connecting to the change version of him, what he's going to be, what he's going to show you at one time, at one place in life, which is going to be the King of Pentacles, which is someone who has the abundance, who's more mature, who's more generous, who's more emotional, who's more passionate. And this is a side of him that wants to come forward. He doesn't have great relationships with money, finances, his work life, his personal lives aren't doing too well right now. You're the only thing in his life that he sees positive. That's why he keeps coming back, even though he's at his toxic state right now. But things are feeling good for you guys. I think this person is definitely going to be changing. Until they change, you may want to stick around a bit, but not try to wait around too long, if that makes sense. Be open to all love and talk to the universe, because that will help. I hope I gave you more clarity. Let's get to our next question. All right. Okay, Shay, so we're going to take a look and see about your relationship with Woody. We'll be together soon. Will there be good news? Let's take a look and see what's coming forward for this relationship. I already spiritually can tell you that good things are coming forward. I really feel positive things trying to connect between both of you guys, but I feel there's an interference for sure. I don't know what the interference is. Let's ask the tarot, because I do feel there's some kind of interference in the relationship right now. So let's take a look. The Death card is coming forward, which it's very positive, because in this time frame, it does talk about an ending of something negative in his life. This is more for him than you. And it talks about there being some form of positive energy or positive connection with this partner of yours coming forward into next month. It talks about the 13th of April, which is next month. It does talk about this date being really specific to both of you guys. That's when you're going to start to see an end of a cycle. You're going to start to see this person's energy be 10 times more consistent, connected, emotional, back into a relationship that has more power or more positivity. It does talk about the Strength card too as well, which talks about good news as well. And it talks about this change, like the Death card. After the 13th of next month, you're going to start to see this person change into the Knight of Cups, which is someone who is a lot more emotional and positive and strengthened into this relationship. Someone who is, again, the prince of your dreams, the knight in shining armor that wants to come save you, which feels really positive. All right, so let's get to our next question whenever you're ready. Let's see. Let me fix this on my computer really fast. that's going to work. 1 second. We will get to this question in a moment. We'll get back to that question in a moment. I just need to fix something really fast. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm back on. Okay, perfect. All right. Let's get back to our question. So we're looking into a relationship question. When will I find my love? Let's take a look and see more for a time frame for you, my dear. When are you going to be finding your love? When are we going to find a relationship that really matches for you, someone you're meant to be with for a long period of time? Let's take a look. Thank you so much for all your guys' other questions. I see them coming in. Let's take a look. All right, love. So we do have some cards talking about Three of Pentacles talks about there being a longing for internal love. You're longing for something so strong and so emotional. It talks about a unity. It talks about a teamwork. You want someone to collaborate with. You want someone to share what you already have currently for you. That being said, I do feel there's going to be that positive energy that comes forward. This might not be your year for love. I'm sorry to say that, but it looks like you are going to find yourself in inability to be happy in a relationship, dating, going with somebody else and with something else. Like, it just constant people that come into your life that don't stick or don't stay. And not because they don't care for you or long for you, but you will feel an inability to connect. You will feel, I don't want to be here. That being said, it looks like you are going to have anxiety the more and more you date. Don't feel pressured to keep looking for love right now, is what the tarot cards want to tell you. You may have a lack of direction right now. You may not know exactly what you want. With the Page of Wands, it talks about you needing to learn and grasp a bit more of a stronger energy in order for you to find your person. So I would say there's no exact time frame right now on when will you find your love, your true love, but you'll find yourself dating or connecting to new people, I would say, a lot this year, but not every one of them is going to stick for a long time. So just keep that in mind, my love. I hope I gave you clarity. Let's look into our next question, guys. I'm going to be looking at some of these live comments here. Tina, you can definitely put down your question. You're asking if you can get a read. If you want to put down your question, your name, your date of birth, your question, we'll try to answer it here. Or if you want, you can always contact me here at Cassandra.com for a private reading. All right, love. Let's look into your love life. Your question, every psychic tells you he's going to contact them. How? Okay, so let's talk about when you get a reading, guys. Let's take this question an example. So when you're contacting other spiritualists, you can contact 20, 10, 5, 3, it doesn't matter. You can get other opinions all the time, and that's great. But when you connect to a spiritualist and you feel their energy and you feel that strong connection, you will know what this psychic or what the spiritualist says I resonate with. I know what they're saying is going to come to pass. That's when you know you found the person you connect to. And you have to connect to your spiritual advisor, and that's why with Cassandra, they do give us 3 free minutes. They give you guys 3 free minutes to really connect to your advisor. If you feel the good connection, then you can continue the reading. If you don't, then you can hang up, And I think that's really why it's so important to try to connect to your advisor before really understanding their advice and where they come from. So let's take a look and see what's coming forward. Will he come back? When and how? So let's take a look of this relationship. I can already tell you spiritually, this person really does love you, but they don't have the ability to really show you their connection, their love, their passions, their feelings. So We have the star card, which does talk about hope, dreams, and spirituality. It talks about your guys' spiritual connection. Sometimes with a spiritual connection, we don't always vibe on a verbal perspective. So even though we connect to each other on a spiritual level, doesn't necessarily mean we're ready to vibe and connect logically and physically by in communication. That being said, you guys are spiritually communicating, but not physically. I'm seeing good teamwork. I actually feel there should have been good communication this month. So if something delayed, that could happen. But I feel like this month of March is supposed to be good. We still have a little bit of time left in this month of March. So maybe something will come to pass. But with the Page of Wands, it also talks about your energy feeling the freedom to be in another relationship, feeling like maybe I should let go, maybe I should be somewhere else. But energy is telling me to stick with this relationship. Energy is telling me that this person does care for you. How they're going to communicate to you, I feel like they're going to find a way to come forward. I just feel with the Three of Pentacles, it talks about teamwork, collaboration, and learning from each other. Right now, with any distance or any communication you guys have, this person is learning moment by moment. So keep that in mind. I hope I gave you more clarity today. All right, let's see our next question. What is the future with you and Jay? Let's take a look at Jay's energy. Let's take a look at you guys and where the connection is heading this going forward for you and Jay. Your profile picture is so cute. You look so beautiful, by the way. Let's take a look and see what's coming forward. What is your future with you and Jay? So we have, wow, really great cards here. The 10 of Wands does talk about a bit of your burdens, a little bit of your past energies of negativity and love. I don't think you've had the best luck in love so far. I feel like with this energy, it talks about you always kept carrying the extra burden, always carrying the extra perspectives of like a relationship. I'm doing the work, I'm committing, I'm talking first, I'm bringing up the conversation. You're the one that's constantly making those movements and constantly, or at least in the past anyways, making the conversations. But it feels like with this relationship, 10 of Pentacles does talk about there being a change in that. With Jay, it seems like it's going to be different. This person is more of a future perspective, someone that you can see yourself being long-term with. Basically, it says long-term success. This relationship is going to allow you to be a lot more happier in a positive direction. I'm also seeing some form of, with the Empress, some form of ability of your feminine side coming out, you feeling more feminine, more emotional, more connected to yourself, more you in this relationship than you did before with Jay, which feels really good. Jay is definitely someone I would stick by because I do feel long term. I see something in the month of October. It does feel really positive, so probably a change of a label in your guys' relationship in October, which feels really good. But this year is definitely all about you guys growing, and I do feel a strong future and a long-term future here within you and Jay. All right, let's get to our next question. I hope you enjoyed your reading, love. Hello. Sports media. What is my future? Or should I move on? So with Yo-Yo, should you move on and start over, or is there a future between both of you guys? Let's take a look and see where your energy's at. And we'll kind of take a look and see if this is something you should continue or move forward on your own perspective. I'm going to pull out 3 tarot cards and let's take a look. Wow. So we got some good cards here. The King of Cups is coming forward talking about your ability to give. You are someone who has a big heart. Yeah, your energy is able to give love very consistently, very emotionally, but it does talk about there being the Ace of Cups, which is talking about a future perspective. It talks about more of the future perspectives than now. You may be ready to give all of your love and all of your energy right at this moment, but the relationship is not being able to take that in at this time. So what it talks about is more of a future perspective. It talks about long-term relationship, commitment, marriage, engagement proposals. It does talk about a unity of letting things flow as well. So you may want to allow yourself to let the energies flow naturally because first of all, both of you guys are very intuitive. So even without verbal communication, you can both sense and feel each other's energies. That happens with a spiritual connection. So you guys are spiritually connected. It could be a twin flame. It could be a soulmate. It could be a soul contract. And it feels like it's very intense. It feels like it's very emotional. But I do feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, it talks about this person being in their own perspectives with money and finances and work, and they're in their own pathway right now. So that's another reason why they might not be able to truly give you the right type of love, consistency, or commitment the way they want to. But I think good things are definitely coming. There's a future here. I feel like you should kind of let things move forward on their own. I don't think that you need to start over and find somebody new. I believe that you just need to be more patient again and let things flow, like the Ace of Cups talks about. All right, let's get to our next question. Thank you so much for sending in all your guys' questions. Victoria, is there a future of, is there going to be love in your future? So let's take a look and see what's coming forward for that. You guys are so welcome. Thank you guys for commenting. I'm looking at all your guys' comments. I appreciate it. So let's take a look. Is there going to be love for Victoria in your future? Let's take a look into this year. Are we looking at anything within this year for love for Victoria? All right. Well, we got the Queen of Pentacles again, which is a great card. It actually talks about you in your perspective right now, being in a very work mindset. You know, you're maybe not as focused on love as your heart wants you to be, but you're trying to balance it out. You're trying to get your emotions going and trying to be as positive and as stable as you can right now. With the 9 of Pentacles, it does talk about you being able to give a lot. So you're just waiting for the right person to give to. So I think in relationships with dating, you're dating, but you're not finding yourself happy or truly connected to those relationships that you really want to be connected to. So it seems like it's like you're holding in all this love and all these connections that you have and waiting for the right person to truly give it to, which actually it does talk about this year, you finding it. The Queen of Swords talks about you being able to be clear of boundaries, you being able to let those boundaries down, and in the future perspective, being able to be with someone truly committed and giving them all that love and all that you have to offer, which is really positive. It kind of tells me sometime in September that this is going to be happening for you, that you will be meeting someone that is going to be truly connected. Now, you may have already met a soulmate connection because I feel your energy has had connections before. Now, whether it's romantic or not is something I'm not really too sure about right now, but it could be someone that will re-enter your life in September, someone you've met already, someone that you've been in the same place at the same time with before, you know? So I hope I gave you more clarity, Victoria. You have a great day. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for all your questions. All right, we got our next question here. Will there be love in your future? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Guys, remember to put in your names and your date of birth. That's definitely going to help me. So your name, your question, and your date of birth, as well as if you have a partner, that would definitely help. So let's take a look and see what the tarot cards say. Is there going to be love in your future? Okay, so we do have some reverse cards here. It does talk about, well, all of your cards are in reverse, which is not a bad thing. If anybody, you know, it's not bad. But it just talks about the opposite of what the card truly means. So with the 6 of Wands, it does talk about your energy having a lacking of confidence. You have not been as confident in yourself the way that you want to, the way that you are needing to, the way that you feel connected to. You find yourself in a weird position sometimes because you do long for love, but you're lacking self-love. So with that being said, you do need to take some time to yourself to really take care of this in a more emotional way. The Sun card is also in reverse. It talks about you having this side of you that needs to be more nostalgic. You need to get into more of your inner child, who you are on the inside, and show that more when you're going through dates or you're going through relationships. I do see you as the Knight of Wands, which is someone who is passionate, who has the ability to have love and has connections, but it does talk about delays and frustrations. So it talks about you finding someone already in a relationship that you feel connected to, but you're frustrated with the relationship right now. It might not be going exactly how you want it to. So I do actually feel like there is love already in your life. I feel like you've met someone that connected to you, but right now the relationship is not going the way you want to. So your future is actually something that's already in front of you that needs time to kind of work itself out. But as of right now, there are things that you also need to work out too with that 6 of Wands in reverse. So take care of those things. I hope I gave you more clarity today. Let's see our next question. All right. It's so lovely to meet you. Trying to figure out why this person gave you a hug and a kiss. All right, let's take a look. Never happened before. Even he felt it. All right, let's see. Let's take a look and see what happened in that relationship. What was this? Was this something more? Was this something strong? Was it spiritual on both ends? What did this person feel about it? Wow. I'm going to put a couple more cards too. I'm going to give you 6 cards because it looks like the energies are kind of confused just as well as you are. Okay. It talks about this relationship having this ability of seeing something so strong, but you guys are incapable to be together right now. There's something stopping both of you guys from truly coming together in a relationship and in a love, due to an inability of broken dreams, broken emotional perspective. So this person may not be available right now. This person may not be in the best state of mind to be happy with you, and they want to. They're definitely searching for that. The death card is coming forward, which at this time in the year is always a good card to see because it does talk about next month there being a change and an end of a cycle for this person alongside of you. So it talks about your guys' relationship growing after the 13th of April. This is a really good card talking about some time frames here. So we are seeing by, I would say, after the middle of April. So after the 13th of April, you're going to start to see the relationship feel so much better. And I think this person has a lot to show you because with the Queen of Wands, it talks about this person kind of guiding some form of independence for yourself, you feeling a zest of life again, feeling positive, feeling yourself, feeling happy. So everything you felt with this person so far, they have been feeling for you as well. But I think internally they're just trying to figure out if this is okay to move forward with. I feel you need to be totally honest, upfront, and super verbal with this person about what you feel. Because it seems like both of you guys see each other as long term relationships or a long term perspective, but not being able to talk about it. Both of you guys are shy and scared of what it means. But I feel it being really positive, and I feel like this person had great intentions upon this act of kindness, of love. So I hope I gave you more clarity today. I'm very excited to see what next month has to offer for you guys. Again, guys, I wanted to give you guys just a reminder. You guys are more than welcome to chat with me here on Kasamba.com. It is going to be 3 minutes free, guys, so you guys could have a chat with me. I can look into things. I'm very quick on reading into people, so it doesn't take me very long to connect. So if you guys want to give me a call after this chat or anytime when I'm available, you guys can find me on Kasamba.com. Again, it's 3 minutes free, so we could just connect, see if you feel a connection with me, and then we'll take a look, guys. All right, let's get our next question. Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. It's so nice to meet you. I would like to know if the man I have feelings for has feelings for me. And where is his connection may go? Where is his connection may go? All right, let's take a look and see what's coming forward. For Jennifer, let's take a look where the relationship is going and what their feelings are for you. Spiritually, I can tell you, Jennifer, if this person has very deep feelings for you, super, super shy of talking about it, though. I really feel like they don't verbalize very much. And when they do, you really got to read in between the lines, what I'm picking up on. So you have all your cards in reverse. Again, not a bad thing. The King of Cups, I'm sorry, talks about there being, it's in reverse. So it talks about there being a cold energy you're getting from this person right now. I mean, that's not truly the way they feel for you. That's not truly the way they are connecting to you. They're moody. They're in their feelings right now. They have not been themselves this whole month, maybe even the past 2 months. Okay. So I kind of feel like the relationship is becoming a bit off balance because if they're not truly themselves, they're not being able to truly connect or truly verbalize to you what they want. They're just being in their own feelings. Now, none of that has to do with the way they feel for you, Jennifer. None of that has to do with the way they truly connect to you. The Magician card in reverse, it talks about poor planning. It talks about poor decisions. It talks about him making bad decisions left and right. So I think for you, you're in a place of having all this connections and all these feelings and all these emotions, even with the Two of Wands talking about in reverse, talking about you having personal goals and inner alignment. You're like, finding yourself and working on yourself and doing all these things for you, which is all exciting and positive. But then in this relationship, seeing that it's holding you down a bit. I don't want that to continue for you, Jennifer. I want you to be able to keep focusing on yourself. So the relationship, yes, will find its way. This person has feelings for you. Right now, they're not going to be connecting to those feelings or verbalizing it very well. Next month, they're not going to be verbalizing it well. I actually see a disagreement between both of you guys next month. I feel like it might be going into May or June. These are good months where I see you guys being more happy, feeling like there's going to be a lot of, activities you guys are be doing or like good things I'm seeing in the relationship happening. So between now and then, I think I want you to be more to yourself. I feel like I want you to be more in your own world, in your own realm, in your own thoughts. And that's really going to help a lot. Okay. But I do feel this person really does have feelings for you. And I feel the connection is going to go somewhere. I think you have to give them some space right now. I hope I gave you clarity, Jennifer. Let's look at our comments. Be intuitive. I love that name. Hi, my love. I hope you're doing well. Thank you guys for all your other comments. I see you guys leaving names and date of births. I appreciate it. Let's see. We have our next question here. Taking a look into your ex-boyfriend's feelings. As far as how does my ex-boyfriend feel? Okay, let's take a look. Thank you for the information. Thank you for the date of birth. It does help, as we are reading a lot of people right now, so I want to make sure your guys' readings are as accurate as possible. But let's take a look what your ex is feeling, okay? Tarot cards are going to tell us a bit of some time frames that's coming. Wow, you had 2 cards that popped out. 3 cards that popped out, actually. So let's take a look at what these 3 cards are. So we have the Knight of Wands that's coming forward in an upright position. And this is talking about your ex. It is talking about the passion or the inspiration that they've had in this relationship with you, their past relationship with you, or what you guys have had before. They know they're the problem, because the King of Wands is also coming forward in reverse. So Knight of Wands on one side, King of Wands on the other in reverse. It talks about them really having a realization of their wrongs, their problems, their issues, things they've done impulsively, recklessly, without them having the chance to fix it, without them having a chance to be better at it. So I feel like they're really hurt about how they was in the relationship. But now it talks about the Queen of Pentacles in the middle in reverse, that you're looking for stability in yourself. You have your own journey, you have your own perspectives. You yourself, you've been a bit jealous. I can see that in your energy. I don't know if he's been with other relationships or on something on social media, but I can see jealousy in these cards, talking about you having this jealousy of what he's doing without you. But I can see the relationship finding a way back together. You are not normally like this. You do not get hung up on a relationship like this. I can already tell by your energy. So I think you need some time to really let things flow naturally. Let this person come back to you. Don't communicate. Don't reach out. Don't try to open up, because this person is not ready to communicate to you at this time. They're still debating on things they've done wrong and learning on that. But they will be getting better, and I feel like they will be changing. And the relationship has some unfinished business for sure. I hope I gave you more clarity. There's no exact time frame right now. The cards weren't giving us too much of a time frame, but I hope we can check back on this maybe within the next 2 weeks or so to take a look. All right, our next question is from Tina. All right. Oh, I don't know if I pronounced your name right. Hi, let's take a look. Your ex-boyfriend about a month ago broke up. All right. Mental health is very important. We're talking here about mental health. It is important to take some space from people that we need to if we're feeling overwhelmed or anxiety in our head or in our space physically. You guys haven't talked since. Wondering what's going on. Well, let's take a look. Why? We know why the breakup was there, because there has been some mental health issues that they needed to kind of figure out. But let's take a look at where they're at now on their pathway. Best thing you could do, guys, future reference, if anybody's having any problems, your partner, person around you, or dealing with their mental health, give them space, but be there for them. Check in with them every once in a while, and give them space, let them figure things out. So let's take a look and see what's coming forward. So we have the High Priestess, which talks about your fears. It talks about your energy feeling fearful of reaching out, wanting to communicate, wanting to be there for this person, but having those fears. I totally get that. I totally understand that. It does talk about the Nine of Cups, talking about the relationship re-entering. Both of you guys still want to be together. Just because there was a break in the relationship doesn't mean this person doesn't still want to be with you. This person definitely still has very, very strong feelings for you. Both of you guys want and dream for this relationship to come back together. But there's been a betray. I don't think this is coming from you. I think this person feels as if they've been betrayed or hurt before in the past, with whether it be a friendship or a family relationship or another romantic relationship besides you in their past. Either way, it seems like they've been betrayed or hurt, and that still comes into their mind. That probably really messed up your guys' relationship, because I feel like that's a big interference on why their mental health went downhill. Again, you didn't say anything. You didn't do anything. You didn't you weren't the issue or you weren't the problem. It just talks about there being betrayed or hurt energies that this person has had or has been going through, and kind of related that into this relationship, bring all that into your relationship. Another card fell out as I was shuffling for you, and it was the Four of Pentacles. He talks about security right now. This person's been really trying to find security in their life, trying to have deep conversations with people that hurt them, and trying to kind of focus on finances, money, and saving money, other than spending or going into bad habits. So for me, I feel like this person is still on their recovery pathway, and I do feel like they're going to reach out to you when they're ready. My advice for you is maybe to reach out and show your love and kindness and support, but I don't necessarily feel like you should reach out talking about the relationship or talking about things that happened before in the past. I think it's really important for you to show your love, with reaching out whenever you're ready. But either way, this person will reach out to you when they're ready. It doesn't really show me a time frame right now when they're going to be ready, but I hope soon, and I wish both of you guys the best. Let's get to our next question. Thank you for your question, love. All right. Let's take a look. I'm feeling very unlucky in relationships. What do you see in my future? Let's take a look. When will you meet your soulmates? All right, love. Thank you guys for your questions. I'm seeing that live chat. I'm seeing all of your guys' questions. We are going to get to as much as we can, guys. So keep sending them in. I appreciate every one of you guys. All right. So when is your soulmate going to come forward? When are you going to meet them? If you haven't already, you may have met them already. Ooh, we're getting a lot of the same cards here, guys. I think there's a vibe going on. These cards, the tarot cards, really want to show you guys some love. People who haven't got their questions answered, kind of take in tune for this, because this could be also collective, because I keep getting the same cards. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is coming forward. It does talk about there being collaboration and teamwork with someone around you. So I know you said you're having a unlucky feeling of love right now currently, but I feel like there's good love out there for you. I really do feel like you already have been in a situationship, a relationship, or even a friendship that may want to go more into romance that hasn't yet, or hasn't had that ability yet. So it kind of feels like you're already collaborating with some people. You're already feeling a good abundance. You're already feeling a good, strong connection with someone around you. And it does talk about you really being adventurous when it comes towards your life path and career or finances or money. You are needing to save more than spend more. So keep that in mind. You're going to be on top of that. But alongside of that is the Queen of Pentacles. So I really feel like your energy right now is not even thinking about love, and maybe even shouldn't be. Tarot cards want you to be more emotional about where your pathway is going into career, what you're doing in jobs, what you're doing with money, being patient and working on things in that perspective. But I want to pull out two more cards for you, talking about love in general. See if we can get some good cards. I spiritually feel like love is already right next to you. I feel like you've already met the person you're supposed to be with, whether it was you both being in the same room at the same time, you both meeting each other and never really having more communication other than, meeting one another. But you had some cards that popped out. You have 4 cards that popped out here, and I'm going to go through a couple of them with you. So we asked for love, right? We definitely got that. The 9 of Cups talks about you receiving something that you desire, the wish coming true, basically. I feel like this is probably a relationship you already have around you that you are longing for. I feel like you know who this person is. Now, if you don't, if you're saying to yourself right now, I don't know who this is, think really hard, feel emotionally, start to feel more than think more. And then with the Queen of Cups, it talks about you ready to give love. You're like ready to be in a relationship. This person might not be ready. And it also talks about some betrayal. So I think that you may have been betrayed or hurt by this person, and that's why you don't really see them as an opportunity anymore. You left them in your past. But don't be too quick to judge, okay? Because I do feel like there's new energies, there's new love, there's a rebirth this person's supposed to go through. So it feels really positive to me. So I would start looking somewhere under your nose, because I kind of feel like somebody is right next to you. All right. I hope I gave you some clarity. Let's take a look at our next question. All right, Rachel, my partner left me a few months ago. Will I meet someone new? Okay. Do I know them? Let's see what's coming forward for you, Rachel. You and your partner has split up a few months ago. So you're looking for new love. If so, do you know them already? Kind of like our previous reading just now, you never know. You never know. You might know someone that you truly feel connected to. You might know them really well and not know that there's a spiritual connection until the relationship starts, until there's more romance. So let's take a look, Rachel. Let's kind of see what's coming forward. All right, Rachel. So we do have the Fool card in reverse. It talks about you holding back a lot of emotions. You're suppressing a lot of emotions, Rachel. There's a lot of releasing that needs to come forward with your partner that you currently have released in your life. I feel like the reason why there has been a disconnection between both of you guys. I think that there's something really you're holding on to, even if logically you don't really see it too much. There's something spiritually that ties you into this past relationship. Something you said, something you done, something you felt, something that just needs to be released. My advice, my love, really is to meditate. Rachel, you need to meditate. You need to release that. Go to yoga. Do some deep breathing. Doing anything along those lines, even doing some journaling, is going to help release some of those old habits or old negativities that your spiritual energy is holding on to, even when your emotional or your logical energy isn't. Okay. I feel like the star card is talking about new love. I feel like there is someone that you're very hopeful for that will be a relationship, that will be a rekindling, a rejuvenation, basically a spiritual connection, a good fortune, which I actually do see that too as well. I feel spiritually you've already connected to someone that does feel like a soul contract, not truly a soulmate or not truly someone like a twin flame, but a soul contract, meaning someone in your life for a reason and someone you're learning something from and that you need to learn more from. You need to get closer to, which feels really good. So I feel like your hopes on that is going to be positive. I'm seeing the number 17. I kind of feel like by the 17th of April, something's going to come forward between you and this person you already know, Rachel. And then again, I'm seeing the really Wheel of Fortune, best card you can get in the deck. It's a really good card here. It talks about destiny, it talks about you being on the right path right now. So even when you're doubting yourself or in a negative space, feeling like you're not going to find your person, I think it's really important for you to remember you're definitely on the right path. You released what you needed to already with the people in your life. Now it's about the emotions alongside of that, and then moving forward with the faith of good karma and good energies with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're more bonded with the person that you already know around you. New energies didn't really come forward in my tarot, and I spiritually don't feel like you're meeting anyone significantly like positive or that's gonna be really different. Anyone new, anyways, that's gonna be coming into your life. So I hope I gave you more clarity, Rachel. Let's get to our next question. All right, love. Let's take a look. Just wanted to hear what any of my loved ones have to say. All right. So at this time, I'm going to be reading into the tarot. I'll read into any energies that come around. I'm going to take a look and see what's coming forward. So you're asking if there's any, wanted to hear what any loved ones have to say. So we have another person's date of birth here. I am a medium, but right now I'm not going to be able to really tap in on that one exact person, but I will be open to what the tarot cards have to say and give you an open reading, a general reading, and we'll take a look, okay? Let's take a look and see what's coming forward for you. Now, if your guides or if your loved one wants to come forward and give us a message with the tarot, they can, but because we're doing a live reading, it's really hard for me to tap into people specifically who have passed on. So I am a medium, guys, and anyone who wants to do a specific reading on that, you guys are more than welcome to give me a call here at Kasamba, and I'll be able to tap in on someone only if they want to be spoken to, meaning my mediumship is very strong, but I only speak to people who have passed on if they want to be spoken to. So let's take a look and see what's coming forward. So we have some great cards here. The Wheel of Fortune actually is coming forward for you as well, my dear. It talks about good fortune, good energies, and good love. I think that if this person's coming forward, they're definitely telling you that good things are on its way to you. Natural energies of commitment, consistency, prosperity, and good luck is coming towards you. It could be also a sign of someone watching over you, you know, that they're there trying to give you this abundance or this strength. I feel like there's a change going on, not only with yourself, but I spiritually feel like it's with family. I feel like there's someone in family that's needing to go through some form of change or moving on. There could be a physical move that's happening too as well that's going to be starting anytime during the next, I don't know, I feel like it says 6, could be 6 months, but I feel like it's like 6 weeks. Anytime during the next 6 weeks, somebody could be making a huge move. And I feel like that change is going to be very positive for someone in family. I feel like it's someone related to you. Could be yourself too. And then it does talk about the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is possibly coming forward as you. You're going to be more on top of things. You're going to be more quick with things. You're going to be more aware of your compassions, your love, your commitment, your consistencies on things, but more quick to guide into divine success. So it kind of feels like money, finances, never going to be really a worry for you because you're always going to find yourself doing multiple things that you feel comfortable with, which feels great. I hope I gave you clarity today, and I'm sending love and light to you as well as your loved ones. All right, let's get our next question. Let's take a look. So we have a question here. I hope you're doing well, love. What type of connection do we have? Are we meant to be together? Let's take a look into this relationship. Will things be able to be stable, positive, and consistent? I love it. Let's get straight into it, and let's be super straightforward. I'm just reading into the energies right now, and I'm like, something is there spiritually calling out to me right now. I feel like it is this relationship saying something about your guys' inconveniences lately. I don't know what's been happening between both of you guys lately, but I feel such an ignorance or some form of like miscommunication. I don't feel this person has been consistent at all in conversations and communications and being open with you and being I guess being that person, that being that strong connection to you. So I feel like the inability to communicate, the inability to speak right now has been really hard because you're not seeing any love, you're not seeing any guidance, you're not seeing any happiness or stability with this person. But cards are talking about that changing. We got the 10 of Pentacles, which is like a really good card talking about, positive energies. We also see the 7 of Pentacles right alongside of it. So these two cards in matrimony, even your third card is good, but talking about these two cards as well, they talk about a long-term view. This is going to be exactly what you were asking, basically commitment, consistency, prosperity, a stable relationship. It talks about also in wealth, money, finances, finding success and stability in that, which feels great. You two are always going to be an item in a partnership, meaning whatever it is, whether it's financial or emotional or spiritual, you guys are always going to find yourself in a union and in a relationship of a partnership, which feels great. And then the long-term view, this person has been seeing you as a long-term relationship, wanting that stability with you. But I will tell you, my love, there is something stopping this person from being the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a really positive card. This is someone who may be a bit immature in their own ways, but it talks about someone who is, again, the knight in shining armor for you, the person who is supposed to show you the love, the dream, the connection. But in order for them to be that person for you, they gotta release somebody. I feel like there's somebody that's stopping them from being with you. So that needs to change completely. The relationship is supposed to get better, and you guys are meant to be for sure. To give you just one more clarity, I feel like you guys are. It feels like you guys are twin flames. To be honest, I can see that could be something that's that heaviness or that blockage or that wall that I'm seeing right now between both of you guys. So I would say it's a twin flame. That's something I was kind of feeling out a bit as I was reading. All right, guys. So we are getting towards the end of our live here. I'm going to be able to have room for a couple more questions. So guys, please send in your questions, name, your date of birth, and your questions. And we're going to try to get to as much of you guys as we can before we end our live stream here. So let's see. We have our next question. Will I find true love this year? Thank you so much for your date of birth. Let's take a look and see what's coming forward. Are you going to be finding true love this year? What type of love is it going to be? That's a good question. I spiritually can already tell you something really magnetic is supposed to come forward before this. I can see your birthday, before November. So before November, something really strong is supposed to come forward and pull in, because the universe is saying it's your time. The universe is just telling me right now, this is your time. Okay, we keep getting the same cards. I'm so in love with that. I think that this is collective. Anybody who didn't get a reading, I feel like you guys keep getting the same cards for a reason. But the Knight of Cups comes forward. The Knight of Cups is talking about your willingness to be following your heart, always kind of being consistent with love, but people definitely walk over you. I spiritually feel that. I feel like every relationship you've been in, people take, and then they leave. So I feel like internally you're in a battle right now at the moment with that. I even see that with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It talks about you recovering from some form of loss, even just recently. Maybe you don't connect much with the person that you've lost or the connection of the person in general, but it's something about the feeling of loss, the feeling of unable to connect, feeling as if it's the same cycle, it's the same people, it's the same energies. But the Wheel of Fortune does talk about that changing. Again, I felt the time frame before November, so I would say, and the card, talks about October, so it's possibly October, but I even feel like it could be May, June. I'm feeling these months particular because I feel like there's someone special. The universe is kind of like always put on the side for you, like waiting for you to meet this person. But you right now are on the pathway of meeting other people before you meet that person, that one specific true love. You haven't met them yet. I think you've been super close to them. I feel like you've probably been maybe at the same place at the same time as them, but they're coming forward, and I do feel you meeting them this year. Again, I'm feeling June, May, cards say October, so we'll see what comes forward. I hope you enjoyed your reading. All right, guys, let's see our next question. All right. This is going to be our last question. Thank you for everyone else who has been in the chat, who's been communicating. I love each and every one of you guys. I'm sending all of you guys love and prosperity and abundance. This is going to be our last question. So, do I have a twin flame relationship with this person? Let's take a look and see if this is a twin flame relationship. If not, what kind of relationship is this? What kind of connection is it? Let's take a look. All right. Okay. So right now, I would say yes. I really automatically too as well felt like it was going to be a twin flame connection because right off the bat, I could feel the inability to be together at times, but then that strong connection pulling you guys together. Just upon meeting each other, you guys have known each other. Like you've known this is a committed relationship. This is someone I've known the rest of my life. I'm always going to know them. I've known them forever. Like you guys have both felt that way, but I can tell you that there's a lot of interferences. And most of the time with a twin flame connection, there's always going to be some form of blockage stopping a twin flame coming together. So whether it be, another relationship, a third party, whether it be something else that kind of interferes with the twin flame, there's always something, right? So the interference is there. I feel like you guys have a stronger pathway to release it. But I'm also seeing that in the Devil card in reverse. It talks about releasing limits and being able to, I guess, explore the dark thoughts in a bit. So I feel like both of you guys have been exploring the negative sides of the relationship, feeling like it's a little bit too much, feeling like it's overwhelming, feeling it's like a little bit exhausting. But I feel like you guys have an ability to be together. Right now, though, you guys both lack the faith. You guys really both lack that faith. I feel like both of you guys are very insecure separately, internally. And I do see that changing. So I would say June. Cards are definitely talking about June 15th. I don't know if that's a special date for you guys in any way, shape, or form, but June 15th is coming forward really strongly. So I would say something between now and June 15th, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. And after that, there's going to be a change for the relationship to be more committed and more consistent, my love. But the twin flames are hard, guys. I mean, anybody who has a twin flame relationship can understand it. It's not easy. The universe is trying to help us as much as they can, but there's always a blockage. There's always something wrong. There's always an energy stopping us from coming together. But I feel you guys have enough strength to get through it, okay? I hope I gave you clarity. Okay, guys, I'm going to be ending our chat very soon, our live stream. So it was so good to each and every one of you guys. Again, a quick reminder, I am here on Cassamba.com. You guys can find me. My name is Energy Expert Tiffany. It was lovely to read each and every one of you guys. I want to go into a little bit more of, finding your advisor, guys, because when you are trying to seek some form of help, whether it be advice or guidance or wanting to know future predictions, first of all, time frames, future predictions are all based off of free will. So some things could happen, some things don't, in that time frame. But all of my predictions are normally 99% accurate because they're going to come to pass at one point, whether it's in 2 months from now, 3 months from now, or 4 years from now, they're going to come to pass. But as a spiritualist, I always want my clients to feel connected to me. So again, you guys get 3 free minutes upon your first phone call with me as an advisor here on Cassamba. You guys can find me at Cassamba.com. You guys can download the app. They do promotions sometimes, but I think that those 3 free minutes are super important. All right, guys. So it was lovely seeing each and every one of you guys. I see all of your comments. You're welcome, Amanda. Hi, my love. I see you from Facebook. I hope you're doing well. And we're going to be wrapping it up, guys. But thank you guys so much who got a reading. If you guys want more clarity, anybody who didn't get a reading, you guys go ahead and call me. I'm going to be on live. We also do live chat here on Kasamba as well. So I'm excited for that. Okay, guys. We'll see each and every one of you guys soon. Blessings.